name is Alice, and until a few weeks ago, I was just an average lady living an ordinary life. But everything changed the night I moved into my new apartment. It all began on a chilly Friday evening. I had just finished unpacking the last of my boxes and decided to celebrate with a quiet night in. The apartment was old, with creaky floorboards and dim lighting that cast eerie shadows on the walls. Despite its age, I felt a sense of comfort in my new home. Little did I know that comfort would be short-lived. Around midnight, as I was about to head to bed, I noticed something strange in the bathroom mirror. At first, it seemed like a trick of the light, a fleeting shadow that disappeared as quickly as it appeared. I dismissed it as my imagination and went to bed. Next morning, I went about my day as usual. But that night, the shadow returned. This time, it lingered longer, a dark silhouette standing just behind me in the reflection. My heart pounded as I turned around, but there was nothing there. The bathroom was empty. Over the next few days, the occurrences became more frequent and more disturbing. I would catch glimpses of the shadow in the mirror, always just behind me, watching. Sometimes I would hear faint whispers, unintelligible but unmistakably real. The air in the apartment grew colder, and an oppressive feeling of dread settled over me. Desperate for answers, I began researching the history of the building. I discovered that my apartment had been vacant for years, following the mysterious death of the previous tenant. The more I dug, the more sinister the story became. One evening, driven by a mix of fear and curiosity, I decided to confront whatever was haunting me. I stood in front of the bathroom mirror, clutching a flashlight in one hand and a small silver cross in the other. "Who are you?" I demanded, my voice shaking. "What do you want?" For a moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, the temperature in the room dropped sharply, and the mirror began to fog up. Slowly, words appeared on the glass, written in the condensation. "Help me." My blood ran cold. The shadow in the mirror became clearer, more defined. It wasn't just a formless shape anymore. It was a person. A gaunt, hollow-eyed figure with a look of despair etched into its features. "Who are you?" I repeated, my voice barely above a whisper. The figure raised a skeletal hand and pointed at me. "You must help me," a voice echoed in my mind, though the figure's lips did not move. "I am trapped." I felt a mix of pity and terror. "How can I help you?" I asked. "Free me," the voice pleaded. "Find the book." I knew what book it was referring to. During my research, I had come across mentions of an ancient tome rumored to contain dark spells and rituals. The previous tenant had been obsessed with it, and it was said to be hidden somewhere within the apartment. Driven by a sense of urgency, I began searching the apartment from top to bottom. Hours passed, and just when I was about to give up, I found it. An old, leather-bound book tucked away in a hidden compartment beneath the floorboards. The cover was worn, and the pages were filled with strange symbols and incantations. As I opened the book, the room grew darker, and the shadow in the mirror became more agitated. "Read the spell," the voice urged. "Free me." With trembling hands, I recited the words from the book. The air crackled with energy, and the room was filled with a blinding light. When the light faded, the shadow was gone, and the oppressive feeling that had hung over the apartment lifted. For a moment, I felt a sense of relief. but it was short-lived. That night, as I lay in bed, I heard a familiar whisper. "Thank you, Mark. Now it's your turn." I bolted upright, my heart pounding. The room was freezing, and the shadow was back. Only this time, it wasn't in the mirror. It was standing at the foot of my bed, its hollow eyes fixed on me. "You freed me," the voice said, "but now you must take my place." I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The shadow moved closer, and the world around me faded to black. When I awoke, I was no longer in my apartment. I was in a dark, cold place with no way out, trapped just like the previous tenant. And I knew, with a sinking feeling, that someone else would move into the apartment. Someone else would find the book, and someone else would have to free me. Until then, I wait, a shadow in the mirror, watching, waiting for the next victim to set me free.